You're carrying something right now. All of you. Every person listening, you're carrying a hurt. Maybe from childhood. Maybe from yesterday. Maybe from 5 minutes ago. And you've been trying to heal it, haven't you? For years. Maybe decades. Therapy, meditation, self-help books, spiritual practices. But what if everything you've been told about healing is wrong? What if there's no hurt to heal? What if the hurt is you? Krishnamurti spent 50 years pointing to something so simple, so obvious that nobody could see it. When you say, "I am hurt," you've created a division. There's you, and there's your hurt. Two things: the observer and the observed. But look closely, really look. Can you find the line where you ends and the hurt begins? Let's do something real right now. Not therapy, not healing, just looking. Think of a hurt you carry. Maybe someone betrayed you. Maybe you were rejected. Maybe you were humiliated. Feel it. Let it come up. Now, watch very carefully. There's the memory, right? The image of what happened. There's the feeling in your body, maybe tightness, heat, contraction. And then there's something else. The me who was hurt. But who is that me? Is it separate from the hurt? Or is it the hurt? Krishnamurti made a staggering observation. He said, "You are hurt because you have an image of yourself, and that image has been hurt." Think about that. When someone insults you, what actually gets hurt? Your body, number, your actual being, number. What gets hurt is an image. The image you have of yourself as good, smart, worthy, spiritual, whatever. Someone says you're stupid, and the image of yourself as intelligent is wounded. Someone rejects you, and the image of yourself as lovable is damaged. But here's the mind-bending part. That image eyes you. The you that you think you are is nothing but a collection of images. And those images are just thoughts. Scientists studying the neuroscience of self found something that would have made Krishnamurti smile. There's no single location in the brain for the self. The self is a construction, a story, a collection of memories, images, and narratives that thought weaves together. When you're hurt, specific neural networks fire, the same networks that maintain your self-image. The hurt and the self are the same neural activity. You literally are your hurt. Neurologically, actually, factually. This is why you can't heal. Because the one trying to heal, I ask the hurt. It's like imagine a wave trying to calm the ocean. The wave is the ocean. Its very effort creates more turbulence. Every time you try to heal your hurt, you strengthen the division. You reinforce the idea that there's a you separate from the hurt. But that division, I ask the hurt. Krishnamurti said something that sounds almost crazy. The hurt is sustained by time. What does that mean? Someone insulted you 10 years ago. The actual event lasted maybe 10 seconds. But you've been hurt for 10 years. How? Through memory, through thought, through time. Every day thought recreates the hurt, maintains it, feeds it. I am a person who was hurt. The hurt exists only in psychological time. And who maintains that time? You do. The hurt maintains itself. So what happens when you really see this? Not intellectually, not as an idea, but actually see that you are the hurt? Something extraordinary. The effort to heal stops because you see it's impossible. The resistance to the hurt stops because you see there's nothing to resist. The division ends. Observer and observed merge. And in that ending, in that complete acceptance of what is, something happens. The hurt, which is sustained by resistance, by division, by time, begins to dissolve. Not through doing, but through seeing. Let me tell you what happens in daily life when you see this. Someone insults you. The old pattern would be, they hurt me. I must protect myself. I must heal this hurt. But now you see, the image of myself is reacting. The image is the hurt. And suddenly, you have a choice. Not to heal, not to forgive, not to process, but to not create the image in the first place. Can you live without an image of yourself? Krishnamurti would often frustrate audiences by saying, "Can you die to every hurt immediately? Not process it, not work through it, not heal it over time. Die to it. Instantly, completely." People would say, "That's impossible." And he'd say, "Is it? Or is that what thought tells you to keep itself alive?" So here's the test, the real experiment. Next time you feel hurt, and it will happen, probably today, watch. Don't try to heal. Don't try to understand why. Don't create a story. Just see. What image is being threatened? The image of being respected, loved, intelligent, spiritual. See that the image is the hurt. And then the most radical thing, can you not have that image? Can you be nobody? Not as a practice, not as a spiritual achievement, but because you've seen that being somebody, I suffering. Krishnamurti said, "You are nothing. You think you are something, and that creates the problem. When you're nothing, what can hurt you? When there's no image, what can be damaged? When you are the hurt, and you see it completely, both disappear together. The observer and the observed end together. So how do you live without images? Krishnamurti lived this way for 90 years. No image of himself. no psychological accumulation. People would praise him, no image was created. People would criticize him, no image was hurt. He met each moment fresh, each person new, each day without yesterday's burden. Is that possible for you? Not in some enlightened future, but right now? Can you drop every image of yourself, the good ones and the bad ones? Can you be nobody? And being nobody, be everything? I leave you with this, not as comfort, because there's no comfort in this. If you are your hurt, then healing is impossible. But if you are your hurt, then when you see it completely, without division, without resistance, without time, what happens? Can the hurt survive being seen completely? Can suffering continue when there's no separation from it? Can you find out? Not through theory, but in the living of it? The next time you're hurt, which might be in the next hour, can you see that you are the hurt? And in that seeing, is there freedom? Only you can find out. And when you do, you'll understand why Krishnamurti said, "The seeing is the doing."